Hello, and welcome to Without Fathom. My name is MacGuffin, and today I would like to talk about the hot new tabletop RPG, Daggerheart. Specifically, the future of Daggerheart. Critical Role, and by extension, their tabletop publishing company, Darrington Press, have always tended to be very secretive about things yet to come, which, as a fan of theirs, is quite frustrating. We're left wondering things like, what system will they use for Campaign 4? Will it still be set in Exandria? What ridiculous little gremlin will Sam play this time? And what's next for Daggerheart? Well, since WotC has lost a lot of favor in the House of Without Fathom, why not turn my powers of pattern recognition-based predictions to Daggerheart? But MacGuffin, you say. There's only one book out for Daggerheart so far. How can you make pattern-based predictions? To that I say, on to the predictions. While we do only have one book out so far, we do have several playtests available to see what they're working on. At time of writing this, in the Void, Daggerheart's playtest page, we have 5 items, 4 new class PDFs, and an Ancestries and Communities PDF. 2 of the new classes use a new domain, Dread, which seems to be dark magic focused on fear and horror. So we do know that they not only plan to add more domains, but are already in the process of doing so. These new classes are Brawler, with the Bone and Valor domains. Warlock, with the Dread and Grace domains. Witch, with the Dread and Sage domains. And Assassin, with the Midnight and Blade domains. We aren't going to go into these very cool classes right now, but it is important to note, with the exception of Dread, none of them have the same domain. This is what inspired me to create this video. The faintest whiff of a pattern. Now, 6 of the existing domains are represented in the playtest, which leaves 3 domains: Arcana, Codex, and Splendor. If there's one more class that uses Dread in one of the 3 unused domains, and one that uses the other 2 domains, we could have a supplement that results in every domain having a total of 3 classes associated with it, including Dread. Further, we can predict what pairs of domains the unknown classes might have. There are 3 possible pairs of the unused domains: Arcane Codex, Arcane Splendor, and Codex Splendor. But Codex and Splendor are already paired together in the Wizard class, so we can scratch that possibility, leaving Arcane and Codex and Arcane and Splendor. From this, we know that the 3rd Dread class cannot be paired with Arcane, since all the possibilities for the non-Dread class include it.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect. Wait till I get going! Where was I?
This leaves us with 2 possibilities for the unknown classes: Codex and Dread, and Arcane and Splendor, or Dread and Splendor, and Arcane and Codex. As far as what these classes could be, Codex Dread could be a Necromancer, and Arcane Splendor could be something akin to a Divine Soul. Alternately, Dread Splendor could be a White Necromancer that uses their necromantic knowledge to heal the living, and Arcane Codex could be an Arcanist that uses both innate and trained magic. However, another point of data that we can look at is the information that the Indianapolis Critical Role Live show in August will feature the Bell's Hells, characters that were built in 5e D&D, but will be adapted to Daggerheart. Most of these characters' classes are pretty straightforward to adapt, except for Chetney, who uses Matt Mercer's Bloodhunter class. The Bloodhunter could definitely fit well with the Dread domain, and if I had to pick between Codex and Splendor for the class, I would say Codex, giving Bloodhunters a more studied or academic feel. If my prediction of 6 classes with the Bloodhunter being Dread Codex is the case, that would leave Arcane and Splendor for the last class. Given that the Seraph domain only fits 1, maybe 2 of the 4 Critical Role main cast clerics, this is seeming more likely, giving us a Divine class with more of a spellcasting focus. But what if they add more than 1 new domain? Another possibility is that they will add 3 new domains and 9 new classes. This way, we even get to speculate about what the new domains might be. There's a lot of possibilities. The only one I can guess based on Critical Role characters would be an Artifice and Crafting themed domain. This would allow an Artificer themed class, maybe paired with Codex. Pair with Splendor to make Holy Relics? Spending time in the homebrew or main Daggerheart subreddits show that there are plenty of new domain possibilities, and I can't say what the folks at Darrington Press have in mind to add next. As far as how these domains will combine, the new domains will have to pair with each other. One of these new domains will have to pair with Dread and one of the remaining core book domains, and the other will pair with the other two remaining core book domains. For now, until I find more information, these are the best class predictions I can come up with. It's still a lot of possibilities, but hopefully we get more playtests or announcements soon. With these predictions, I will say it's possible this hypothetical supplement has 2/3 of the content of the core book, or an equal amount going forward. I will assume that at least the player options fit in one of these possibilities. As far as subclasses go, I could come up with a few predictions, but I may save that for a future video. There's a lot of possibilities here, and I don't want to take too much time before getting this video out. As far as ancestries go, there are currently 6 available in the playtest, a divine equivalent and 4 elemental equivalents of the Infernus, and gnomes. We could get 6 more for a total of 12 ancestries, or as much as 12 more to double the total available to play as. Assuming there will be more ancestries, they could include anything that has appeared in Exandria. More animal folk, including bird folk, centaurs, elephant folk, lizard folk, merfolk, snake folk, and rabbit folk, as well as a shape-shifting changeling doppelganger ancestry, an undead hollow one ancestry, and if when we get an Exandria setting book, Ruidian ancestries. It's possible that we may someday see a planar traveling ancestry equivalent to Githyanki or Githzerai. Maybe. I'm unsure how likely we are to get kobolds or the goblinoid ancestries, bugbears and hobgoblins for that matter, since while these are based on old folklore, the D&D interpretation of them might be too specific of an IP to make the crossover. I'm curious to see how the existence of these peoples are represented in Exandria, Daggerheart edition. Will the goblin ancestry represent all goblinoids? Will kobolds just be played as Dracona but small? The playtest also includes 6 new communities. I don't have any guesses for any possible new ones. There's just not really anything specific to pull from. Going with my predictions, either the 6 we have in playtest are all that will be in the supplement, or there will be 3 more. Beyond that, there's only speculation of what sorts of books they might release for Daggerheart. Will we get a post-campaign 3 guide to Exandria? Will we get a big book of adversaries, environments, and campaign frames aimed at game masters, and a player option book for players? Or will they release books with content for everyone? Maybe an adventure further building on one of the campaign frames? Will we get more spells abilities for every domain? Will the Dread domain continue to get more spells, abilities, and classes in later supplements, or will it be introduced and never supported again? There are so many possibilities. Just to make it official, here's a list of my predictions. So, what do you think? Are my predictions on the mark or way off? Did I miss anything? What classes do you think those combinations could be? Please leave a comment. If anyone working at Darrington Press wants to give a vague indication of how close my predictions are, please let me know. Calling you out, Spencer Stark.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
Anyway, till next time, have a great day. Bye!